Alright, what I'm going to go through here is how to add a brief record to a reading list. And what we're looking at here is the reading list for Sociology 3060. And when you would want to do this is maybe if a professor has some notes or handouts that they prepared for the class, like the chemistry notes for Dr. Gia, and maybe they're in a manila folder or a 3-ring binder or something like that. And this is material that's not in OCLC. It's not been cataloged. You can, from the Alma main menu, click on Reading Lists, and you'll see that there are no reading lists assigned to me. Beverly is the one that works on reading lists, so I would have to click on Assign to Others when I'm logged in, and I would see a list of all of the reading lists out there, and I can click on the course that I'm interested in. And to add an item to that, and you see that Dr. Flatt has 2 DVDs on her on reserve for her class. If you click Add Brief, it will let you select the type of material that you want to add to the reading list. You can do a physical book, a physical article, an ebook, or an e-article. And this is not too terribly important for something like maybe Dr. Gia's chemistry notes or some kind of 3-ring binder or pamphlet or folder or something like that. You might just do physical book and then click choose. It's going to open up a quick cataloging page, and you can enter the information about the item. You're not going to have things like the OCLC number or the ISBN number, of course, because it's not cataloged. So we're going to enter the title, and I'm going to enter the author, and we're going to come down and we can add a note here. If you know the number of pages, you can put that in. You're probably not going to want to have the suppress from discovery unchecked. You probably want to put a check mark there and not have this show up in Primo. For copyright status, probably something like not determined for this type of material. And for the material type, it's going to give you a lot of choices here. So you could select document, or you could select something like pamphlet, or text resource might be one that you could choose. And then you have to select it. If you finished all of this, then you can select the library, which is going to be Hightower, and you want to click select. And you want to be sure, and this is very important, to place the new record in the institution zone. So make sure institution is checked here. And we're going to scroll down to the bottom of the page, and location is a required field. We're going to select the reserve area at the circulation desk and put a check mark in the radio box and then click select. The item policy is probably going to be 4 hours. We also have a 3-day reserve and a week reserve. The 2-hour reserve is for the Dell laptops, but it's probably going to be the 4-hour. Select the correct one, and then you want to put in the material type. And you have a lot of choices here, but you might want to choose you could do loose leaf, or you could do mixed. Maybe she has, you know, photographs or something in there. We'll go with loose leaf, and then click select. And then you'll want to scan a barcode. And at this point, it's going to place that item in the reading list for Sociology 3060. And there are a couple of other things that you can do here. If you click on items, it takes you to the list of items page. If you click actions, edit, this is taking you to the physical item editor page. If this folder or whatever it is that the professor gives you contains multiple pieces, you know, maybe it contains a map, and it also contains I don't know, a CD or things like that. You can enter this information here. You can add another description on this field. Also, if there's a cost associated with it, like if the student loses the item, maybe the replacement cost, you know it's $20 because the instructor told you so. You can enter that here for the replacement cost. For items that we're cataloging, what we're doing is we're entering the date that the item actually was received for the receiving date. So whenever the UPS boxes come, that's what we put for the receiving date. The date that we actually catalog the item is going to be the inventory date. For something like this, it's probably going to be the same date, because I can't imagine it's going to take really more than a day to do this. But if you do get interrupted and you have to do this on multiple days, then the date that the instructor handed you the item would be the receiving date, and the date that you actually finished cataloging it would be the inventory date. There might not be too much else on here that you would need to do, so you can click Save. And you'll see the status is item in place. It's on the reserve area. We can check this out to a patron, and I'll show you what the policy looks like. And I checked this out. It's 5/16, so it's actually due back at 6 o'clock. But it does have a 4-hour student reserve rule. So this would typically go out for 4 hours. And this is these are all the policies associated with that checkout. If you ever need to remove the item from the reading list, then you can just click remove, and then it'll give you the pop-up, are you sure you want to delete the selected citations? And if you click confirm, it's going to remove this item from the list. If you want to just suppress the record, then what you would do is click on the title and then click the edit button, and you could just go into the holdings record. So you're going to click view inventory and edit, and at this point click the split editor, and you're going to go to you're going to go to tools and set management tag, and let's see, it's already suppressed. Okay, never mind. In addition to removing items from the list, the other thing you might want to do is simply suppress the item. So for example, if the instructor wants to take something off the reading list, instead of removing it completely, what you can do is suppress it so it doesn't show up anymore. But the record would still be there if you want to bring it back. So what we're going to do is suppress record number 2. You're going to click on the title link and then select Edit, and that's going to take you to the MD editor, and from here you want to click View Inventory and then click Edit, and then click the Split Editor button. And in order to delete the holdings record, you want to click Tools, Set Management Tag, and click Suppress from Discovery, and that's going to change the check mark from a gray check mark to a yellow check mark. And of course, as soon as you click on it, it disappears. To make sure that it did suppress the holdings record, you can click Tools and Set Management Tag again, and you'll see that the check mark is indeed yellow. So this has been suppressed. And then you want to click File and Save and Release Record. And if you go back to the reading list, you'll see that it puts an eyeball with a red line through it. If you hover over the icon, it'll tell you that this item has been suppressed. So it's not going to show up in Primo, but if you want to make it available again, then all you have to do is reverse the process. So we would click on the title and go back to Edit and click your View Inventory button and then click Edit and Split Editor, go back to Tools, Set Management Tag, and then uncheck the Suppress from Discovery, and you'll see it made the checkmark go gray again. And then we'll click File, Save and Release Record. And that's going to remove the eyeball with the red line through it that indicates the item was suppressed. And so this record number 2 is visible in Primo again.